Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're back. Who am I talking to? I say good morning every day. Who am I talking to? Whatever. Anyway, I usually go over my notes, but I mean, I just don't really have anything. Like, genuinely, the evidence against Edgeworth is pretty insane. Did we already look in here? Oh yeah, we got the thing. DL6 incident. So, the other place is closed. The woods are closed. And detention center. Hello, Edgeworth. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade. Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. Thanks, man. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah. I don't think I'm simple, I'm complicated. I'm complicated. I'm a tornado in a rose garden. I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. I think you changed too much, man. You changed, dude. It used to be about the music. You changed, man. Now it's about big titty goth girls and heroin. You changed, man. Why did you become a prosecutor, Edgeworth? Tell me why. You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney. I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. The fuck does that mean, Edgeworth? My father was taken from me. And you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. What are you talking about? You defend the criminals, or you try... Well, I guess you are kind of putting the criminals in jail. But what if you're trying to put an innocent person in jail, like you've done multiple times in this game, Edgeworth? One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi, which is not a ridiculous name at all. I know multiple people by the name Yanni Yogi. They all do ketamine. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. See, like, he's got motive, he's got, like, all this stuff. Why is the Ko-Fi thing there? Is that showing up on screen? Why is that showing up on screen? It's not on my screen. What the fuck is going on? That's embarrassing. Verify you are a human by completing the action below. Look. And also, why is there 2 of them? Doesn't make any sense at all. Fucking Ko-Fi. I'm just gonna remove the Ko-Fi link from everything. There's no reason to have that there. I feel kind of silly with it, to be honest. But what the fuck? Let me see. Bum, 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 makes no sense at all. Hello, thank you for the follow. I'm sure... Is that a kick follow? Yes, it's a kick follow. I'm sure you're not a bot or a scammer at all. Dude, I'm getting to the point where I don't think I should even stream on Kick. I have not had a single person follow me or chat on Kick that was not a bot or a scammer. At this point, I just fucking... Are there any real people on Kick at all? Okay, I can't fucking... I can't figure out what the fuck's wrong with this. It's not showing anything weird, right? Yeah, it's just... Click to verify. That doesn't make any sense. It's probably just a restart the software issue. It's whatever. It's not needed anyway. What that is the Ko-Fi alert connection thing, which I don't need. I'm pretty sure I stopped putting it in my YouTube description as well. Okay. Anyway, on that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? How convenient. I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. Well, that's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Okay. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. You mean you learned how to cheat? You learned how to cheat. That's what you're fucking saying. in court and in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, okay. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was ever declared innocent. Ever! But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. Okay. What do you think about this? Take that! This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental little caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who is that old man anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? He's the guy from the elevator. Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man at all. Not at all. He was the guy in the elevator. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined my life. Two men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. He was the guy from the goddamn elevator. Yanni fucking Yogi. I knew it was him. Oh, god damn it. Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. What do you think about this picture of your dead dad? What do you think about that one? Okay, well, I was thinking maybe you would bring back some memories or something. What do you think of this parrot? Nothing to say, huh? Okay. What do you think of this gun? What do you think of my mom? Okay, well, thanks for your time, Edgeworth. I think I was actually supposed to go back here. He's out again. He told me to go see him if I needed help. Okay, then fine. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Let's get going. Police department. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't come back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. It's not a boat shop. It's a noodle shop. Everyone keeps calling it a boat shop. It's a noodle shop. My name's Keith, and this girl is Meg. We are his children. It's true. It's true. Which I think is also a conflict of interest, but whatever. Okay, well, where the fuck do where do I go then? I already looked at everything. Yeah. Where do I go? Come with the bird. No. I don't really know where to go. Unless I still need to talk to Edgeworth about something? This? It was that case that changed my life, and tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. I don't know. Oh! I didn't click back on that thing. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. He was a court bailiff and they just gave him a .22 caliber pistol. Okay. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed. Ow. The darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out, help, get us out. Don't shout, it'll use up all the oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. Such a shame. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed in the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Okay. Okay. This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A crime you committed? A murder. Yeah, memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. Okay, what happened in the nightmare? For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. You'll use all the oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Where are you? Stop breathing my air. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was evidence from the day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol and you threw it like a Pokemon ball? Gunmon! I choose you! Get away from my father. Wag. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. I don't think so. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. Yeah, well, you were a child and scared, so I mean, you wouldn't have been convicted. So, if there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe there is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6. What are you talking about? Grossberg? Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there, what's wrong? You know trouble. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. Interesting. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called it a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yani Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see, yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Okay. What do you think about my attorney's badge? Okay. What do you think about this? Why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter? I've seen the handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Manfred von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's writing. Ha 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 ha! I told you. He looked like a vampire. He's an evil man. He lies, he cheats, he steals. So murder? Is it really so far-fetched? This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred von Karma himself. Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Because Von Karma killed him. That's why. Because Von Karma killed Gregory Edgeworth. Okay, well... Prosecutor Von Karma. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Because Von Karma was there! Because he killed him. They would never put a character that looks like a fucking vampire into this game if he was not guilty. Von Karma looks like an evil guy. He's gonna be the villain. He killed him. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. Consensus. Hey, dude. Objection. He was twerking, Your Honor. He was twerking, Your Honor! Respectfully, he was twerking at the time. He was doing Fortnite dances. How How could he have killed that man? He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. So he wanted revenge. That's why he killed Gregory Edgeworth, and that's why he killed Hammond to frame Miles Edgeworth. He killed them all. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Doing alright, how about you? Oh, you know, in pain, but I want to finish this case at least today. And then I'm gonna lie down with an ice pack until physical therapy. So, it'll be a good day. He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a vacation. Maybe he was plotting his crime. Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know? Well, no. He was a child at the time. 9 years old, trapped in an elevator, oxygen deprivation. No. He would not go to jail for that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Okay. Okay. Shit. Yay! There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Yeah, he's looking for the guy, Yanni Yogi. Von Karma. We can go talk to Von Karma. Let's go kick his ass. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma. What is that? Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma. Look at this guy. He's evil as shit. Obviously, he's guilty. Obviously. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day. We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. Okay. A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer. Just like his father. Always second rate. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? Alright. Well, take this, motherfucker. Have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool! I told him to burn it after he read it. Ha ha ha! You did it! You admit it, you stupid, stupid bitch. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? A stun gun? 600 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I kind of thought we were safe in a police department, but okay. Shit. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! My fuck. Oh, shit. Isn't he an old man? Can we have just kicked him? Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Was it not supposed to do that? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? Are you okay, Maya? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. That's dark. Maya, she's holding something. Is that a bullet? Deal 6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. Huh. Well. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh, I've got an idea. I have got an idea in my little head. In my little smooth brain, there is something cooking. This case has been a lot about ballistics, right? We got a bullet from his body. We got a bullet from Richard Hammond. Richard Hammond? Isn't Richard Hammond from Top Gear? Never mind. So Richard Hammond. We got the body of Gregory Edgeworth. Bullet from that. We got 2 bullets. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. What are you doing? Sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Discharge? She shocked the detective. What's gotten into that girl? Electricity. Detective Dick. Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Dick. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Ha 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 ha. Other sounds. The court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I've got an idea. This dude, he's always doing this weird shit, like grabbing his shirt with the same expression, and he's always using his left arm in all of his emotes, or his left arm. But there was one time where we pissed him off and he slammed his hand down on the counter, and then his left arm grabbed his shoulder and his eyes went ah, like he looked hurt. What if there's a fucking bullet in there, dude? What if there's a bullet in his body right now? That's what I'm cooking up. The dots are all connecting, okay? Like, picture the fucking maths and stuff around my head going down. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Dick's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. It's a noodle shop. And he sells boats on the side. He rents boats on the side. It's a noodle shop. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness in the courtroom. Alright, Yanni, you fucking son of a bitch. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop, a noodle shop, on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection! The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. I don't think you can object a judge, can you? Doesn't the judge have like final say? So anything the judge says is like that's the law? Like you don't, I don't know. I mean, this is America court, so I don't know how shit works. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Or nothing. I went to buy some food for Paul, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. You're a liar. You're a liar. He has to know his name. He has to. Alright, Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, I'm gonna prove it. Okay. Okay. I'm really sorry about just leaving like I did yesterday. But I wasn't running or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See? Hold it! Food. Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shop? Shop. I mix shop and shack. Well, I kind of got lost, you see. Objection! The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Okay, well, objection to your objection, sir. By your own admission, your witness forgets things sometimes. Which means he's mentally unwell, which means he's not competent to stand in this fucking courtroom as a witness. Fuck you. You stupid bitch. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Your Honor, you're such a cuck. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Shut the fuck up! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are! Objection! The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove he's going on? How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. Yo! You do got a motive, you stupid fucking fuck. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. I keep calling him Richard Hammond. Richard Hammond would never kill anybody. Well, maybe. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Objection. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yeah, you're the judge, so... And you also hit the little wooden hammer. Clack, clack. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course I do. Don't snap your fingers at me, you stupid fucking old fuck. Boomer bitch. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. It's Gregory Edgeworth. It's Richard Hammond from Top Gear. He crashes cars a lot. And he doesn't like French people. Nah. Yanni. It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Gasp! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. I figured the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has clear motive. Objection! Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. I asked the court for a blood thing. Blood test. Blood test. As well as a competency test. Mental evaluation, physical evaluation, all of that. Tests. Because this man, you claim, is insane. Fuck. And allow me to repeat once more that this witness has lost his memory. Then he shouldn't be testifying, should he? Bitch. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How? Oh my God. Oh, we're not doing that. Do we have to call the parrot to... Please do it. Please do it. You're on. Please take this man's fingerprints. Oh, okay, okay. I thought we were gonna call the parrot to the stand and be like, Mr. Parrot, what is your owner's name? And then he would fail, and then we'd have to be like, Mr. Parrot, what's my name? And then the parrot would go, Yanni Yogi, squeak, squeak, squawk, squawk, squeak, squeak, squawk, squawk. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But yeah, fingerprints. I mean, yeah, the doink. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. Oh, shut the fuck up. What? No fingerprints? How does he not have fingerprints? Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup. Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. I mean, we could get the parrot. That's the reason they gave us this. They gave us the parrot, right? For a reason. The parrot is there for a reason. Everything in these games comes back eventually. We bring the parrot here and we ask the parrot, hey parrot, hey Polly, what's my name? Yanni Yogi, squawk squawk. It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. Can't let it end like this. There has to be another way. The parrot. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. The parrot. Polly. I call Polly the parrot to the stand. What do I do? You'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief? Yes! Yes, I would! Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I want it to be known I called that shit. There's nobody watching right now. Every time I figure something cool out, there's nobody here. I hate everything. I'm gonna clip this shit and I'm gonna make a little YouTube short so at least 10 people can see that I am smart sometimes. I knew where these writers were going from the start. From the very start, as soon as we saw that fucking parrot. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Von Karma up on his proposal. Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I call Polly the parrot to the stand. That's right. That's right, you bitches. I'm gonna talk to a bird. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection! Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Is it crazy? Probably. Probably, yeah. I don't think you can do this in a court of law. Yes, I'm doing it. Yes. I call Polly the parrot, the bird, to the stand. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever said. So, I guess we're all a bit confuzzled today. Rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. This is ridiculous. I love this game. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird. That's quite a bird. Yep. That is quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. You're supposed to. You have to say, Polly, what is your name? You have to know the bird's name before you ask it its name. It doesn't know you're talking to it unless you say its name, Your Honor. Who is your owner? Please testify. This is ridiculous. Hello? Hello? Squawk? Oh, this is... Oh, God. I was gonna I opened Steam because I was like, I need to give them 5 stars, 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10 game, and write a review right now. I just got to the part with the parrot. No spoilers. This is the best game I've ever played. No other game comes close. Yes, Claire Obscure was a cinematic and narrative masterpiece, like unlike anything I'd ever played. Yes, Baldur's Gate 3 has a massive, like, more replayability than an MMO. You know, Cyberpunk is the most immersive game ever made, but no. The ultimate best game ever made is Ace Attorney, the first Phoenix Wright game. This is the best. This is peak gaming. Everything after this was downhill. Gosh, dude. This is so stupid. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Of what? What do we do, Maya? Alright. Hello, hello, Squawk, you say. Interesting. Interesting. Because just a moment ago, you said, hello, hello, Squawk. What do you have to say for yourself, you fucking bird? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Oh my god. Just say your name, Polly. I love this. Polly, what's your name? Polly? Polly Squawk. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this bird's name is Polly. I know, you have to say its name. I wanted to prove that you have to say the bird's name. You have to ask the bird, Polly, what is your name? Which means you have to know the bird's name before you ask it its name, which is very funny to me. Does this have anything to do with... No, not really. Not really. Does it? Dude, I am so lost now. Yeah, like... I feel like I solved the case already. I called that this fucking bird was gonna come as a witness from the very fucking start. Oh, gosh. Of course, no it doesn't. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I mean, I guess we established that she knows what the word name is, and she also knows that things have names, so we've established that. So when we ask her what is my name, she should be able to say Yanni Yogi, because that's like, I mean, she's a bird, but that's basically her programming of, like, you know, because you say things to a bird and you teach it things, but it can only learn so many things or whatever. I guess, probably. I don't know. They wouldn't have given us a second option if it didn't. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof. Don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Oh, God. My attorney's badge. Okay. Attorney's badge, no. Time of death, no. Lake photo, definitely not. An old photo, DL6 incident, exhibit A is written on the back. A misty face photo, definitely not. Overhead map of Court Lake, no. Pistol, no. Bullet, no. Pistol, no. Metal detector, no. Why do we still have it? Parrot. The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... She's a parrot, Your Honor. Probably not. Is your courthouse air in elevator was optioned? Trapped in the elevator, returning one bullet. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi trapped in the elevator with Edgewords. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. Yarishi ga kowai no ka? Fuck you! Take that! I completely forgot. Did I even write that in my fucking notes? This is what I mean, dude. Like, I try to take notes on this shit. But every single detail is a fucking clue. Like, I didn't think I would even need to write that down. I still like that I wrote Lotta full of shit and underlined it 5 times because I was that upset about it. Okay, well, my notes are fucking useless now anyway. The DO6 case file? Objection! That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parish or something? Suspect data. It's about Yanni Yogi, Your Honor. His wife, her fiance, was named Polly. Right after he was arrested, his fiance committed suicide. That's an extreme reaction to your fiance being arrested. He was just arrested. He wasn't incarcerated. He was arrested, and you're like, I can't live without him. He's gonna go to court. Bah. What was his fiance's name, Your Honor? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection! Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? In fact, it does! Me and your granddaughter have been going steady for over 2 months. Take that! Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind! Never mind! Never mind! I thought he was a lot older than he is then. That's on me, that's my bad. I apologize. I thought he was like 80 years old or something. I thought his granddaughter would be like 20 or some shit. That's a... Sorry. Okay, we're gonna move on. Indeed! Oh, god damn it. Whatever. Fuck. It is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. That's not true, dude. He has memory problems. His fiance's name was Polly, which is a very odd name. Admittedly, a lot of parrots are called Polly. It's kind of, you know, like a lot of Korean people, last names here, like I have multiple neighbors, but 3 of them are named Kim, right? So like that's a very common name among Korean people, Kim, right? Or Park. For parrots, Polly is a very common name. It's just in the culture of parrots, so. But still, you have to think that is a pretty significant coincidence. It is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Corroborating. It's a difficult word to say. English is difficult in general, but corroborating is a very difficult word to say. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Okay. Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello, Squawk. Okay, Mr. Polly. If that is your real name. You've said hello, Squawk many times. We've heard the same story you've been peddling for several months of this court case. But when you say hello, Squawk, I know you're really saying hello, lies. Hold it! Oh! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk. Right, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? What's the safe number? Have we forgotten something? Oh, yeah. Have we forgotten something that she says DL6 after that? Because we asked her before. Yeah, she's like, remember DL6, Squawk. Yeah, don't forget DL6, Squawk. Yeah, I do have that in my notes. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, Squawk. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot something. Hello, Squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retained the parrot, could he? Or retrained the parrot. Oh, no. Oh, what the fuck? Hold it! Witness, you can't just say, okay. Maya, do the thing again. What's the safe number then? That's all I got. The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Fucking does it? $12.28. Not 1228. $12.28. $12.28. That connects it back to the DL6 incident, at least. Yeah, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The goddamn DL6. Take that! What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in the file is something related to the safe number? The case summary. The case summary, Your Honor. Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. December 28th. Why is that? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for her safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. There are no coincidences. That is what the turtle dad tells you in Kung Fu Panda. The first one. People often do set their secret numbers to this. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one. For one, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Now you have to change it. Two, that's a really bad code. And three, that's incredibly narcissistic. You have problems. You need help. You need help. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Immediately! Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-bum-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Objection! This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi? I think finally. Uh-huh. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity, acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. Legasp. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Yeah, that's right. Order, order, Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Why didn't you just tell your fiance what was going on? Just be like, hey, honey, this is what I have to do to, like, not go to jail. So, you know, I'm innocent, but this is the fucking attorney's idea, and what, like, that's your fiance, right? So, like, assuming that you do, like, the fuck? Okay. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Okay, well, we are done here. We're done. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Okay, well. Okay. I kind of thought there'd be a twist and Von Karma would have been the one that killed him, but I guess Von Karma just sent the letter. Because Von Karma's angry about getting one bad mark on his record. The faulty evidence stuff. Then what the fuck? Wait. Well. So the thing is, right, we have this bullet. Like, there's still, like, a bunch of stuff that we haven't used, right? This is kind of metagaming, but I don't care. So we still have the metal detector. Usually after you use an item in this game, it'll disappear if you don't need it anymore. And we already used this metal detector before, so having it now doesn't really make any sense. So we're gonna need this metal detector at some point. Keep that in mind. The parrot we still have for some reason. We still have Misty Phase photo for some reason. We haven't used it. We've used this, we've used this. That's just our attorney badge. We used this. I think we used both of these. We also used that, obviously. We haven't used that, and we haven't used this. Still bears clear ballistic markings, right? So if we can match that pistol or that bullet to this bullet through ballistics, then that means they're both shot from this gun, which means that the person who sent this gun to Yogi was the one who killed Gregory Edgeworth. Well, it could be argued that. But then Edgeworth, because Edgeworth threw the gun. He didn't, like, point the gun and shoot. He threw the gun. So, what if he threw the gun, but then they were stuck in an elevator? What if there was someone else inside the elevator? Like, Edgeworth has memory problems about it, about the incident. Fucking Yanni Yogi, I mean, he seems like he's not actually crazy, but, you know, oxygen deprivation or whatever. I don't know. But the thing is like, Like, Von Karma must have killed somebody. He has to have. He has to have. Because they wouldn't put a character in the game that looks so evil and is such like a dirtbag and not make him be the ultimate bad guy at the end. I don't know. Like, maybe Von Karma was also in the elevator, but then Von Karma would have, like, issues as well. He took a vacation after all of it. Or he took a vacation at the time. Or no, he did take a vacation right after it. Because all of this happened on the day the DL6 incident wrapped up. Right? So, or not the DL6 incident, but this is the trial before the DL6 incident. After that trial, this is the day when it all wrapped up and fucking Gregory Edgeworth lost and all that. I think? I'm not even sure about that though. Whatever. I'm cooking, but I'm pretty sure the food's burnt, you know what I'm saying? Under arrest, Your Honor, I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Okay. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you were cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Richard Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Okay. I'll take it, that's W. That's it, this court is adjourned.
Objection!
What? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth! Shut the fuck up, man! We were almost there! I object to your judgment. The fuck? Edgeworth, I really want to just go lie down. I just want to go lie down, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to finish this today and then go lie down, put ice on my legs, and get ready for another day of pain and physical therapy. That's what I wanted to do, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, whatever. Whatever! What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. Son of a bitch! As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them yeah, I know. Okay. You know what? You do whatever you want. What they're trying to do is they want us to convict the Von Karma for being the real killer of Gregory Edgeworth, which I'm sure he fucking did. I just don't know how. I just don't know how he could have, and I don't know how we would even prove it. Because there's 3 people in the elevator. Was he standing? Oh, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so there was his dad, there was Yanni Yogi, and then there was a kid stuck in the elevator. So unless Von Karma was also there, standing in a corner and nobody noticed him, then I don't know how he could be the one. And we've got the bullet from Edgeworth's heart, and we've got the bullet from Richard Hammond's heart. So, you know, we could match them and say that they came from the same gun, which means that the person who sent the gun must have been the killer. But then also, wouldn't the police have taken the gun into evidence? Like after the trial? After the DL6 incident, wouldn't they have taken the gun? Or did the murderer... The murderer would have had to go open the elevator, because he wasn't on the elevator. He wasn't on the fucking elevator. So Von Karma, if we're saying he's the killer, would have had to open the elevator, which had been stuck for however long it was stuck, long enough for them to be deprived of oxygen. Hello, Felonia. Hello. Greetings. I'm cooking something. Give me a moment. So Von Karma would have had to open the elevator. And then the kid throws the gun, or the kid Edgeworth throws the gun, because that's what's shown to us in the picture, the flashback picture. He throws the gun, he doesn't shoot the gun. So he throws the gun. Maybe that's why there's a bullet hole here, is Edgeworth throws the gun, it hits the ground, and bah! I don't think guns work like that, but just, you know, maybe they do. Who fucking knows? So Edgeworth throws the gun, it goes off, it shoots the wall. Von Karma opens the door, sees the gun, sees the guy that gave him one blemish on his record, and is like, oh, what a lovely opportunity. Takes the gun, shoots the guy, closes the elevator door, and walks off into the sunset. And then 15 years later, packages the gun up and sends it to Yanni Yogi. So stupid. But like, it's either that or Von Karma was in the elevator with them and somehow they just don't remember. Like Edgeworth doesn't remember, Yanni Yogi doesn't remember, nobody remembers. Which, maybe. Who fucking knows? All we know is there's a bullet hole here. Fucking this guy's on the ground. Little baby Edgeworth throws the gun. And we know from a game perspective that Von Karma is evil looking, and this game always makes the villains look obviously evil, so we know that it has to be him, and we know that the game is continuing right now because we have to prove that he's guilty. I just don't understand how the fuck he would pull it off, of like, what a twist kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know why we still have the parrot. I don't know why we have the metal detector. I don't know why we have Misty Face Photo. We haven't used Misty Face Photo at all. But we've used this already, and we've used this already. I don't know. How goes the case? I don't know. I feel like maybe I've got it, but maybe I don't. I don't really care. I called it from the beginning that the parrot would go to court and that we would interrogate the parrot. So I'm happy that I called that. But I think that was kind of an obvious thing. Like, oh, that would be funny if we did this. I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now. All right. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. Oh, not the pizza story again, Edgeworth. Yeah. The DL6 incident, it was me! I threw the fucking gun. He threw the gun. He threw the gun. And again, I want to point out that there's a bullet hole here, right? And I think this is supposed to be the doors of the elevator, right? So his dad's lying there. Yanni Yogi is like over here somewhere, attacking his dad. So he's over here in a corner or some shit, throws the gun. It probably goes off and shoots that hole in the door. Oh, wait a goddamn second. No, never mind. I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me! Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime of which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Okay, well, let's take into account that he was 9 years old at the time. Oxygen deprived. You can't try a minor for something like that. They would have to go to like an institution or some shit like that. Also, Edgeworth has been a contributing member of society for these past 15 years. He's been a prosecuting attorney, put lots of people behind bars. Has not committed a single crime since then. And also, he didn't directly shoot his father. He threw the gun, so... I mean, come on. I rest my case, Your Honor. I think this is ridiculous. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. This is ridiculous. This court is a joke! This court is a joke, Your Honor! I'm sorry, right? I just wasted all of your effort. Yeah, you did. You did do that. I'm gonna take my fucking pain medicine. I'm hurting bad. Hold on. Okay. All right, Edgeworth. I just don't believe it, sir. You killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. You didn't mean to kill your dad, Edgeworth. You threw the gun. It's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He doesn't know what the fuck happened back then. He was a child. And oxygen deprived. And a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right there in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent, trust me. Miss Right. Nah, he didn't do it. And also, by the way, right? By the way, I had this thought, right? That this has happened one time in this entire court thing. But this game, every little detail is always with a purpose. They don't just give you shit without a purpose, right? Every little thing is purposeful. So like, you know, the name of Yanni Yogi's fiance being Polly Perkins, right? That seems insignificant at the time when you first read it, but no, it's important, right? The date of the murder, the date of the DL6 incident, right? All of these little things are significant. Every time they give you a fucking item to use, it's always significant. Every single one of these things has a purpose, okay? Sometimes there's stuff like this that, like, I've had this photo for a while and I don't think it's coming up, but you know, usually everything has a purpose to it, right? Every little thing does. And Von Karma did something a while back where we made him mad and he pounded the desk, right, with his hands, or with his left hand, or maybe it was his right hand, I'm not sure. But what I do know is after he pounded the desk, he went, ah! His eyes like turned white, and his left hand grabbed his right arm and he went, ah! Right? And ever since then, I thought that is a really weird fucking thing. Because we've seen people have freakouts in this game a bunch. But that's very odd. It's very odd freak out from that guy, because you wouldn't expect him to, you know, freak out in that specific way. That looked more like he was in pain, right? And it's like, okay, well, how could you tie that into the case? Because it must tie into the case. If the developers put it in the game, there's a reason for it. If the reason for it would have to be that it has some significance with the case that you're doing. So, I think there's a bullet in his fucking arm. I think we need to use this on his arm, and then we match the 3 bullets. This bullet to that bullet, these bullets to the one in his shoulder, and then, you know, we say, you know, Edgeworth throws the gun, hits the ground, shoots the door, through the door, hits the fucking guy standing outside the door, which is Von Karma. Von Karma opens the elevator, grabs the gun, shoots his dad, walks off into the sunset. Sounded ridiculous when I said it the first time, but doesn't sound so ridiculous now, does it? I really wish more people watched this stream, because I feel like I'm cooking something smart. I've made some pretty good fucking callouts in this game, and in LA Noire, by the way. Nobody watched LA Noire also. Which is a shame, because I did really well in LA Noire. I think I'm just a detective. Maybe I should do that. After I'm fully recovered, this is what I'm gonna do. After I'm fully recovered, I'm gonna go to school, right? Learn Korean all the way. And then I'm gonna go, I'm gonna join the police department or something. Once I'm naturalized. I'm gonna join the police and become a detective. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with my life. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Yeah, go ahead. I already know who fucking did it. This guy did it. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations in the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma. Who knew this was going to happen from the very beginning? Oh, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? He had it all planned. Plans within plans. What is that from, Plans Within Plans? I think that's from like... I think that's a League of Legends meme. Or maybe it's from YouTube or something. I can't remember. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Okay. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney, and on the side, I do cosplay. Hello, Miles. Hello, bro. What's up, Pawnflow? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. He threw the gun. He didn't shoot the gun. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Alright, talk your shit, Edgeworth. It's ridiculous, by the way. We were in the clear, totally fine. We could have just killed Von Karma. You know, little assassination. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. See, so this is the elevator door. Yanni Yogi's right here. There's a bullet hole up here. And then there's also a bullet hole here. His father doesn't like get up or anything. Yanni Yogi's like attacking him on the ground. And then Edgeworth throws the gun. Throws the gun, I don't know, fucking there. Hits the wall, bounces back, shoots up there at the door. Doesn't hit him, I guess, because he's attacking this guy. So it goes through the window, hits Von Karma outside. That's why he fucking did his freak out when he pounded the desk. That's really, that is my lock of the week, by the way. I'm locking that in. There's no other way from like, as an author, and I'm not saying I'm a good author, I would say I'm bottom tier, but I'm still an author. I'm still a writer. And from a writing perspective, I really can't think of any other way that you would write Von Karma into this. Like, because you couldn't have him in the elevator. You would have to have like referenced it before, and it has always been that there were 3 people in the elevator, not 4. See? He throws the gun. Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Can that happen, by the way? Like, realistically, can that actually happen? Because I don't think it can. Because, like, you're in an elevator is in, like, an elevator shaft. There's plenty of oxygen going into it. And also, like, the elevator doors even aren't sealed completely. And the top of the elevator has, like you can open that up. On the top, like, there's an emergency latch. You can open the top of the elevator. You need to. So, I don't know. Anyway, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. I guess Von Karma could have came in through the ceiling then, actually. Because there's always an emergency hatch in the ceiling of elevators. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. I don't have anything to say about that. As we went to leave, the earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Fine. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What were they arguing about exactly? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Okay, so it was Yanni Yogi's pistol. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. Okay. And you picked it up. What happened next? He throws it. Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Threw the gun. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze. Okay. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. There was a single gunshot, but the problem with that is there's clearly a bullet hole here and then a bullet in his body. There must have been 2 shots at least. At least 2 shots fired there. Because otherwise there wouldn't be a bullet hole there. Yeah, the murder weapon was fired twice. But the question is, I mean, this clearly has it written down that the gun was fired twice. This photo should also prove that the gun was fired twice, but I imagine you could probably use either, now that I think about it. These devs are pretty smart. Pretty smart. They're very smart. The devs of this game are very smart. I like them a lot. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Objection. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. The gun was fired twice. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice, so they did get the murder weapon. They did get the murder weapon. Then how did Von Karma get the murder weapon to send to Yogi? I mean, we could also prove that it must have been somebody in the police department or an attorney, anyone with access to the evidence locker. But then would guns be put in the same records, like the same evidence locker as like records and things? Because I don't think you would let an attorney like go into an evidence locker that has you know, murder weapons or drugs or anything like that, especially not like unattended. Like, how did he get the weapon to send to Yanni? I don't know. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? That's right. Well, was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Objection. Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this. The photo, dipshit. Okay. I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot? Yes, I do. The photo. The fucking photo. The photo. Photo. Oh, don't you know? Oh, don't you know, laddie? The photo. I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol was related to the incident? Of course I fucking do, bitch. The photo, 1 bullet, 2 bullet. Bitch. Lasagna. Take that! Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? The bullet hole in the wall. The bullet hole in the wall that doesn't have any fucking blood on it because the bullet hit just the window and went straight through. If Gregory Edgeworth were standing with his back to that window and that's the exit wound, it still wouldn't make any sense because the bullet we found was inside of Gregory's heart. Inside of his fucking heart. So it wouldn't have even gone, it didn't go through his body. Come on, judge. This judge is the most incompetent judge ever. Ever. Take that, judge. Get a new job. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from a pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. And the bullet remained in Gregory Edgeworth. The second bullet went through that glass fucking out there into the universe. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. The window, to be precise, the glass. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Edgeworth, who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Objection. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. the case summary. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, because it's in your fucking arm, bitch. Or, if I'm wrong on that, and we just happen to have the fucking metal detector on us, right? Then the bullet could have flown through the glass and flown off fucking anywhere. It could have been stuck in the ceiling, like all the way fucking somewhere else, right? Like, who knows? It's probably like in a wall somewhere, or fallen down the elevator shaft. Who fucking knows? That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. Well, no, it's not, because again, we just proved that there were 2 shots fired. There was not a bullet hole in that elevator before the incident. Or are you saying that there was? In that case, provide evidence that there was a bullet hole in that elevator before. Go fuck yourself. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, Mr. Von Karma says the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. It's possible, though. You said highly unlikely, not impossible. So shut the fuck up. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claims. You're such a fucking dumbass. You're so unbelievably dented. Unbelievably dented. Have I been wrong? No! There's a hole in the photograph. There's a hole in the photograph. What are we talking about? Shut the fuck up. I don't need your help. I don't need your help, Maya. But you said you'd do it, Nick. Shut the fuck up! Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Shut the fuck up. No. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I don't. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. So then he's not a murderer. It's not murder in the first degree or the second degree. It's manslaughter at best, but it's not guilt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Does anyone have any objections? I do. Shut the fuck up. Just object, Mr. Wright. I have an objection. Objection! Fuck up! I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Why are you sweating, man? I know exactly what the fuck happened. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it? That's not even the problem. Like, that's not even the problem. We don't have to, like, even go that far. Maybe the police just didn't find the bullet. Reasonable doubt, people. Reasonable doubt. The gun was fired twice. We know that it was fired twice. We have the bullet in Gregory Edgeworth that's in his heart that could not have exited anywhere. And we have the bullet through the glass. The bullet through the glass was not there before the incident, or Mr. Fuck Von Dumbass would have brought it up. Right? Okay. So he has to prove that that bullet hole was in the elevator glass. Like, that's on him to prove. Like, we don't even have to go this far. But whatever. Your Honor, the second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it does not exist. No, you didn't. You didn't hear proof that it does not exist. If anything, you saw that there was proof that it did exist. You're so full of fucking dog shit. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. What? But who? The murderer!
Objection.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? Shut up, it's Von Karma. It's Von Karma. He's the villain. He looks like a villain, he is the villain. He fucking slammed his arm on the desk. We all saw it. He went, rah! His eyes turned white and all that shit. He took the bullet because it's in his body. And I'm gonna prove it with my metal detector. My handy dandy metal detector that I bring everywhere, even court. First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. If you're admitting that, then you admit that the police could have overlooked the second bullet. It went out the glass. It shot out of the glass of the elevator. It could be fucking anywhere. Dip fuck. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it. No. The murderer didn't need it. The murderer had to find it. The murderer didn't need it. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? That's my cat. She's very upset by this case. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? My English is not working. The murderer had to find it. The murderer didn't need it. The murderer didn't need the need to search for the bullet? Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't need it. The murderer had to find it. If I'm saying that the murderer was Von Karma and that the bullet went through the glass and hit him, then... And if it's still like in his arm, then I guess he didn't need it? I don't know. That's not what I meant by that. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. My cat has ran away. Had to take it. Because the fucking bullet's in his body. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? What do you mean? I don't like the whole fucking medium aspect of this where like the phase keep coming in to give me advice and shit that I don't need. We're way past that. We have all the clues in the court record. Like from a complete metagame perspective, why would we still have the elevator when the only other the detector, if we've only used it once and it gave us nothing? Like, it made it seem like this metal detector was completely fucking pointless and there was no need for us to use it at all. It didn't make any sense for us to have this metal detector, is what I'm saying. And because of that, right? Well, actually, we did use it to find something. Didn't we? I don't know. But we scrapped everything that wasn't needed. I don't know. It's like the metal detector, the parrot, misty face photograph. These are three things that really don't match everything else that we have. Because time of death, useful. Lake photo, useful. Overhead map of Gourd Lake, useful. Pistol, bullet, pistol. Murder photograph, right? All of it useful. Von Karma has that bullet inside of him, dude. That's why when he slammed the desk, he got fucking That's why he made that sound. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but if that's really what happened, let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Yeah. Again, we didn't even need to go this far. We could have proved like reasonable doubt for this. Like, we've already proved reasonable doubt. In this flashback image, he's on the ground. The bullet went through up here, right? Anyway, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door, sees the men inside, picks up the gun, and shoots Gregory. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. That's because I have ghosts speaking to me, Your Honor. I have ghosts talking in my ears. I'm a schizophrenic. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Objection. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Oh, that fucking... Yeah, this is another part of it. Fucking... Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. After that, Von Karma left for 7 months, 6 or 7 months or something like that. He left for a long time and then never took another holiday, which means he could have been, he could have left to recover from the incident, get surgery or something like that. But then if he got surgery and they pull out a bullet, they kind of have to report that. Right? So maybe he just didn't pull it out. He just kept it inside of him, and that's why we have the metal detector still. Yeah, he took a long vacation. I remember. You don't have to flash back. I remember. I'm paying attention. If Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured, which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. I mean, it doesn't it could mean other things. Von Karma could have just had something happen in his personal life that was completely separate from any of this. You could argue, like, maybe he broke up with his girlfriend or some shit. I mean, he said he has a granddaughter, so probably not, but lots of things happen in personal life, then you take vacations and shit. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Yeah. No. It's do or die. It's do or die. It's do or die. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? But what? Von Karma. Von Karma. I've got you now. I've got you now. How do I make that noise? I've got you now. Does that sound like it? I can't tell what it sounds like on the microphone. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right there? Bah, you don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from that incident. Fascinating, prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. You have the bullet inside of you, you piece of shit. I know Von Karma. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what now? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Yeah, you can. You can. It would hurt like a bitch, but you could. And you would probably pass out. Like, you'd give it like one attempt, pass out from the pain, probably wake up in pain and then try again. It would be a lot. I think it depends on where the bullet is. Can you produce evidence? Yeah, I have a metal detector. Let's do it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is a baba booey, bitch. I'm a genius sometimes. Most of the time I'm a complete fucking idiot. But in like murder mysteries, in the context of murder mysteries or like mystery novels and shit, like there's never been a single Agatha Christie novel that I've ever read all the way through without knowing who killed the person, like very, very early on, right? I like it. I'm also the kind of annoying piece of shit that every time I watch a movie, I try to call the ending before it happened. I got better with that. Now when I watch movies with friends, I just shut the fuck up. But I used to like say, oh, this is gonna happen. And then it did, right? I'm good with like the metagaming, the writing aspect of things, you know? But in my everyday life, I'm a complete fucking idiot, which is a shame. But anyway, I called it. And I'll make a YouTube short proving it, showing the clips. You don't mean. I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Wait a minute, even back... Okay, so back when Von Karma had his freak out and he got really mad and he pounded the desk and then his eyes go white and he's grabbing his other arm and he's like, ah, right? It was like a really weird yell sound effect that they used where he was like, ah, right? And I could have sworn that I think Edgeworth was there and commented on the sound of him yelling. I think. I need to go back and watch that again. I should have solved this fucking bullshit right then and there, actually. And I think I even did think it was weird that he got so pissed off. Because, like, it made sense for him to be a little bit frustrated with what I had done, but not so pissed off that his eyes go white and he's like, rah, you know? Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
Objection.
Yeah, there you go, you bitch. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Objection!
An invasion of privacy? Fuck off. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? How do you not know by now? I know. You should know too, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6. Okay. Alright. Alright. You want to play it like that? Well, we've got 2 bullets, bitch. We've got 1 bullet from DL6 from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth that even specifically says, still bears clear ballistic markings. They have not degraded, they're still there, bitch. We also have this. The ballistic markings match the murder weapon's barrel. And we have the murder weapon. Same murder weapon for both cases, I'm gonna bet and I'm gonna prove. And if we take that bullet out of your arm, I wonder what we'll find. I wonder. Bitch. Lasagna. Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. Yeah, because you stole it, you fucking bitch. But I do actually have it. You stupid. You stupid. You stupid. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, it is I who is sorry. Von Karma. Oh, he even said the same thing as me. What? You were close, 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I do have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Take that. Checkmate. You're dented. You're done. You're stupid. I am the best detective. I am the best attorney that there ever was. There will never be, nor has there ever been, a detective better than I. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all of the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. No, yeah, I know what ballistic markings are. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth. The other, Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. I mean, to be fair though, to be completely fair, that bullet has been sitting in his arm for 15 years. I feel like, okay, for one, I feel like you'd have lead poisoning by now. Because a bullet is made of lead, I'm pretty sure, right? So, for one, I think he would have lead poisoning. 2, it would probably be very painful, which is, you know, is depicted in the game by him yelling when he hit his hand against the desk. But also the bullet, I feel like, would have degraded. I don't really know enough about ballistics to know, like, you know, if they go away easily. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I have no idea. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Von Karma? Yeah, there he goes again. There he goes again. Yeah. And then he remembers. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the first time we saw Von Karma scream, I could have sworn that Edgeworth said, never mind, or something like that. I could have sworn like he did some sort of reaction. But, I don't know. Maybe we're just mixing up the other scene that we saw of Edgeworth. Because Edgeworth's been like super bitchy this entire time of like not telling us everything. There's been a bunch of times where he's like said, never mind, or whatever like that. But, I don't know. Oh, hi, Philonia. I know, right? Logically, the bullet would have done more damage. It should have, after being in his body for so long. Yeah, the lead should have poisoned him, I would assume, but... Because I would imagine your body would try to fight the bullet, try to degrade it, and then you'd have lead in your blood, which would then kill you. But I don't know enough about bullets to know for sure. And it's also just a video game, right? I said, quiet, you're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air, stop breathing my air. Rah. Yeah, he throws the gun. Oh, ah. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. Your father shamed me with a penalty of my court record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you. Holy fuck, dude. You have done all 4 cases in the base game. How would you rate the game so far? This is... Okay, I really like mysteries. Right? I really like mystery novels and mystery fucking films and documentaries and true crime stuff on YouTube. I've always really liked mystery stuff. I always liked the solving murders and things like that. Like I said a bit ago, every time I read like an Agatha Christie novel or or like any murder mystery novel, or watch a mystery film or a thriller, or like, you know, like Memento or something, for example, right? Every single time I watch or, you know, consume any of that kind of content, I always try to guess what the ending will be, and I've just always really enjoyed doing that. So this game is perfect for me. For me, this is a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy this a lot. And it's also just very funny and entertaining. And I don't think the game is too hard to where you have to be good at like solving murders, because they give you a lot of hints. Like every time, this case and the last case, at the very end, I've been getting really fucking annoyed because Maya keeps like trying to help me, or Mia keeps trying to help me, and I already know what the fuck is going on. Like I know what the ending is. I've solved it already. So I get annoyed by like all the hints that they give, right? I don't know. So, but what I'm saying is, like, I think anybody would enjoy this game, even if you're not necessarily good with solving stuff, right? But anyway, yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. I fucking love this game. Chief Prosecutor, I'm so sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! I knew a guy once called Ducksworth. Duckworth? Ducksworth. I think it was Ducksworth. He was a friend. He was a cool guy. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people in the elevator, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. Pop. Pop. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. Any feelings changed about Edgeworth? Oh, my feelings changed about him last case, because every single witness he called was a complete idiot. And watching him get like progressively more annoyed made me like him a lot. Because like every witness he called up was just like so incompetent. And he was struggling so much to to get anything useful out of any of them that I was like, okay, you're all right, buddy. And then at the end, he just teams up with you and you're both grilling the same suspect. You're not supposed to do that. But yeah, I mean, I like Edgeworth now. He's great. But yeah. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, yes, Your Honor, you were innocent, you are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. And I just want to point out that that is 4 out of 4 wins for me. I have taken damage 2 times. I want to make that a point. 2 times. So I might be a little dumb. I might not be very good at puzzles. Actually, I am god-awful at puzzles. I may not be very good at shooter games. I may not be very good at any games. I usually play on medium or easy difficulty. But when it comes to mysteries, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. So let that be known. Take that. Honestly, they would frustrate me too. I don't blame him. Yeah, all of the people, the witnesses from the last case were extremely annoying people. Like extremely, extremely annoying. The security guard would just talk on and on about nothing. The director was like this weird sleazeball, and he kept sticking his tongue out, going blah blah blah, right? He was just gross. The murderer, the woman, was just an asshole, just a complete and total asshole, and like hardly said anything at all. It's yeah. So yeah, I felt bad for Edgeworth last case because I just bodied him the whole time. It never felt like I was really behind at all last case. And he was just getting wrecked by every witness he called up. It was sad. But yeah, you did way better than you think. Plenty of people have gotten game over. I don't know. The game seems very easy, but it might also be like the game is older, right? So when this game came out, there was probably less going on. Was the internet out when this came out? I don't know. But I have read probably hundreds at this point. Probably hundreds of like mystery novels. I've watched a fuck ton of like cold case stuff and all that stuff. I don't know. This shit's just like ingrained into my brain now, so it didn't feel that difficult to me. There has been some weird twists and shit though. Like last case, there was a few things that I didn't think about or didn't think of. But because I already knew like the overall thing, which was just this man was not killed at Studio One, he was killed somewhere else. And then just move it and be like, okay, he was definitely killed at Studio 2. There was nothing else I needed to know at that point. Like at that point, everything else was over. But yeah. The game is pretty simple. So far anyway. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed him. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Yeah, can people stop calling me a rookie now, by the way? I defeated the best prosecutor of all time. Allegedly. I was sure we'd had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. Can you say thank you? Can you say gracias? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You gotta learn. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? Jesus Christ. Okay. See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Okay. Take it A little at a time, you'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me, Lotta. I hate Lotta so much. Lotta made me question myself for a little bit, and then I realized, then I found out, she was completely full of shit the entire time. Everything she said was like just blah, just shitting out lies from her face hole. I hate her. I hate her. And her excuse for lying in court, by the way, I wanted to be a star witness. Shut the fuck up. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. Shut the fuck up, Lotta. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Trust me, a lot of people hate Lotta. I hate her because she lied so blatantly in court for the dumbest reason possible. Like, the dumbest reason possible. Like, she just wanted to be a star witness in a murder trial. And that's it. She was willing to send an innocent man to jail just to, like, be on the news or something. Like, how fucking stupid. Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Oh, Larry. Larry's here too. I guess it is the end of the game, so all the characters have to show up. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kianse. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? It's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, no, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little... Did Larry steal his money? $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Edgeworth in school? $38, no. Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, but that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. You son of a bitch, Larry. Oh, okay. You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. God damn it. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events. Edgeworth, you should have told me. I think I did actually say that it was probably Larry. I might not have, though. I don't know. I would have to look in the VOD. Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I had only known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For a long time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Couldn't you just become a defense attorney? Like, couldn't you just switch? Do you have to go back to school? If you're a prosecuting attorney, would you have to go back to school and like retake the bar to become a defense attorney? Like, do you have to like fully respec? Like, I feel like you'd be able to just switch, right? And honestly, I think if you're very good at prosecuting, then you would probably be very good at defending as well. And then the other way around too. Want to switch, right? Hey, yo, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. Okay, photo, and then dinner. Oh, that was a good game, dude. That was a lot of fun. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Well, son of a bitch, why didn't we just wait until tomorrow then? When he's out of detention. Sons of bitches. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. So it's still only 5 AM. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Good fucking bye, Maya. You were of zero help to me and I will not miss you. I'll not miss you at all. God, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. What am I doing? Hey, Nick, Maya. So you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to the spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Okay. No, let her go. Let her go! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? I hate that their names are Maya and Mia. I hate that so much. It is very difficult to say Maya and Mia, and I've never had like any friends or family that are called Maya or Mia, so I'm not used to either of those fucking names. It is very difficult. Anyway, yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Just to be clear, also, I never thought we lost everything. I skipped through all of that shit because I didn't need that shit. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? The bullet. Take that! Von Karma was convinced he had taken, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was a bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick, thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon, huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Alright, get on your train and get the fuck out of here. My leg hurts, and I want to go lie down and cry for a few hours before I need to go to physical therapy to cry some more, but in front of people. Especially that one nurse that is always there. It is so embarrassing. Anyway, whatever. See you soon, Maya. Aww, isn't that nice? Thanks, Nick. Okay. What a nice way to wrap up the day. Ow! Ow. Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Objection! Concept, script, direction, Shu Takumi. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down the precinct to wish me a happy year. Alright, so these are just like pleasantries and stuff. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I have not been streaming very long for a few days. I don't know if anyone cares. I'm just in pain sometimes and tired and trying to figure out everything before the debut. So hopefully after I have the new model and the background, which is also kind of sketchy at the moment, because the artist I hired to do the background is like a semi-famous author. Like he's followed by some pretty big VTubers as well. Like he's done work for big VTubers. So I'm sure that he'll get the job done. It's just I have not heard anything from him for a while now, and it's kind of worrying. So there's that. But anyway, I want to get my schedule and everything ready and down before the debut. And then also I have the dentist this weekend. That is something I should say. I've got to go to the dentist this weekend to get braces or Invisalign. And depending on how difficult and annoying it is to talk after that, I might take a few days off streaming. You know, who cares? But just, you know, saying, I might be gone for a little while. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely day or a beautiful night. And I hope you have a lovely, 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 long and healthy life. I really do. Yeah. So until next time, bye.